What's up, Cyber Hawks? So in today's video, we're gonna be going over some more salaries. I love looking at people's different salaries or supposed salaries so we can see if it actually looks real or fake, see what type of positions that they're in. And yeah, maybe the position actually may be legit, maybe not. It just depends on the actual video. Let me go ahead and bring up this one. This is going to be the first one we're going to be looking at. And yeah, I haven't watched these yet, so definitely intrigued to see what we're going to see. And I'll go ahead and kind of just give my thoughts on the salaries. So I think it's legit or not. Or if I don't have any type of idea, I can always do a good Google as well. And then kind of like my trajectory and some of the, trajectories I kind of see some of my friends in cybersecurity kind of going towards. So let's go ahead and bring up the first one here. And this is from American Income. So yeah, let's go ahead and put this in full screen and start it.
I work in cybersecurity.
And about how much money do you make per year in cybersecurity?
It ranges right now probably close to around 400.
And do you love what you do?
Absolutely love every day of it.
And how does somebody get started in cybersecurity?
Man, just having a general interest in IT and stuff is awesome. Kind of get you started. I started in college personally. I just got a degree in computer science and just went from there.
Okay, great. So 400,000. Yeah, the first thing
right now probably.
Let me just mute this. First thing I thought when I see this in cybersecurity, I feel like he's like more in a managerial position. He didn't say how many years. I don't think he did. Maybe he did and I missed it. But that's like the first thing I'm thinking. Maybe some type of managerial, maybe like a CISO, something along those lines. He probably does have CISSP. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe like a CISO, something like a high managerial. Also to the $400,000 per year. Okay, let's say he is a CISO and like he's higher up, not like there's definitely no entry level, no analyst. He didn't even say he was an analyst or anything like that. He's definitely high up. I would assume if he's making 400,000, I don't think that's all just cash. I think maybe 200,000 could be, and then the other the other 200K could be like maybe 80 to 100, or maybe 50 to 100K, maybe like in a bonus. Stock options, I think that's probably another big one. They could be the other 200,000 or 150K or so. So he definitely has a good salary though, regardless. And then on top of that, I would say if he's making 400K, probably good stock in the company, a good bonus, and it could be maybe something else I may be missing too. But that's kind of like the generality I'm kind of getting, at least from this so far. If he, is in fact true. But yeah, you can make 400K in cybersecurity. He didn't say what type of position he has, but I would assume it's probably like a CISO or something along those lines. He probably higher up in the chain. He doesn't like necessarily work in cybersecurity. He is the cybersecurity of the company. So yeah, I can definitely see that in the Lamborghini place. That's what's up. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting from that. And yeah, I would love to making 400K for sure. Next up, let's go ahead and bring up this one. And it said to tech salary progression from $15 per hour to 125K per hour. Okay, I'm intrigued to see what he's going to talk about. 125K per hour, or does he mean per year? But let's see. Let's actually see.
A person who just graduated with a software engineering degree and a minor in math. First internship, $15 an hour sophomore year. Second internship was getting paid $45 an hour. Top probably 50 tech company, huge. And then third, we got a tech job. I was getting paid $7K a month while in school. And then my first full-time offer was 125K total comp. So that's including base and bonus and everything like that. So all the way from $15 an hour, that internship was cybersecurity internship, and sophomore year, all the way to 125K salary. So your progression is all linear, but sometimes I know people in tech, they often do get stagnant. I know people who've been a software engineer for 7-8 years and they haven't got to senior level or nothing above. If you want to make more money in tech as a software engineer, your goal should be either a VP of some department, a lead engineer, or engineer manager, or of course the top of the top is CTO.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, he explained it in the video that it wasn't 125K per hour, but it's total comp. So yeah, your base, bonus, stock options, etc. So yeah, that's definitely what's up right there. He making the $15 as an internship. That's great too. I have seen some people have internships where they're making dang near freaking $50, $60, $70,000 just from the internship in some of these tech roles. So yeah, $15 per hour. Now, if you're in tech, that may seem kind of low for some people. But if you're like in any other field, $15 an hour for an internship while you're still in school is like freaking great money. It's like super great money. And you're in college too. So that's just, play money. You can really turn up. From what I got from this too, that he was doing all this applying and stuff while he was still in college. And that's another thing I wish I even knew about, just applying to jobs and doing all this while you're in college. So if you're watching this right now and you're in college, heck, if you're in high school right now, this is your time to get as many internships as you can and paid internships on top of that. Because you're actually getting, you can put all this on your resume, like, hey, I got experience. I'm, like you're getting experience so that when you out of college, you're like a leg up over everybody, because it's like you're all new graduates. Well, this person hasn't applied or hasn't worked in any type of tech sphere, whereas you've had like 4 years plus of experience in internships during summertime or during school time. So yeah, that will definitely give you a leg up. Also, too, you can luck out, and I've seen a lot of people do this where they're getting these internships, and like the one they get in their senior year, that's the one that the company ends up saying like, hey, after you're done, once you graduate or whatever, then they'll give you a position. So like you're already locked in a job after you get out of college, like right in. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna tell my kids for sure while they're still in high school. Whenever I do have kids, I don't have kids right now, but that's something I would definitely teach them. Like, hey, high school and in college as well. This is a great time to knock out an internship. I'm gonna be helping them out, getting these internships now, so that then they don't have to worry about looking for jobs and all this other hard stuff, which is gonna get harder after school versus while you're still in school. So yeah, while you're still in school, like jobs are really looking for people, somebody fresh, somebody young, and they can really mold, while you're still very malleable. So that's great that he was doing all this while he was still in school. I wonder who told him. I wonder if it's some of his parents, some of his friends or whatever, but that was smart. And I want to see more people do that for sure. And yeah, I think that is a pretty good, I guess, tech salary progression, $15 per hour to now over 125K per year. And I'm pretty sure he'll be making more. He also talked about too being stagnant in your position. And yeah, I think in all job markets, that is something that is definitely big. But in cybersecurity or like in tech in general, I did like how he talked about if you're like a software engineer and you've been working 7-8 years and your money hasn't really increased, you're gonna go ahead and have to move to some type of maybe like more managerial type of position or like move your way up a little bit. Like it may be easy, or maybe you might like it. Maybe you might like the chillness of everything, but even still, if you've been making like $120,000 from 7 years ago to now, you're still making the same, maybe 125. You have definitely noticed a difference in how much you can spend versus 7 years ago, because again, high inflation, et cetera, going on. So yeah, that should hopefully be another kick in the butt to go ahead and maybe apply to another job, or maybe keep your same type of role you're looking for, but apply to like a different company, kind of seeing how that goes, because you probably will get paid at that other company more. Next up, let's go ahead and play this video here. And she's an IT consultant for the Navy. Okay, I'm definitely intrigued to see the rest of this.
IT consultant for the Navy.
I'm a GRC consultant for a small cybersecurity company.
How much do you make in your role?
So right now I make about like 65K a year.
I'll say 105.
Okay,
What
that's
skills or
what's up. That's
experience
good.
do people need to do what you do?
You don't really need certifications, but if I were to recommend, I would say getting your Security Plus or maybe your CISA certification.
I would definitely recommend getting the CS Security Plus first, and then honestly after that, just really start doing a lot of research about what industries you want to really get into, because you got cloud computing, cybersecurity, IT support, business analyst, you name it, like project manager, the list goes on.
Any words of advice, like anything that's helped you that would help others as well?
I'm 22. You can definitely be young and do it. I have no college degree,
Mm.
probably only maybe a couple of years of experience. So anyone can do it, and yeah, go for it.
I have my own IT consulting firm where I help individuals break into the tech industry, and they also scale their careers with me. So, she's a product of it too.
Actually, my brother, he actually got me into tech. So at first I have like a background in healthcare, but like I was like, I don't really like this. I'm more of a technology person. So I started consulting, and then I got in. We also help people break into tech at King's Tech Consulting. So that's how I got into
Go tech is the way to go if you guys haven't found out yet.
Okay, great. I think that's actually reasonable salaries. First off, I think that's actually probably like legit. 65K for a GRC consultant And the other guy, he was making other guy. Let me see, he was 105K, and he's an IT consultant. So yeah, I feel like that sounds about right. Sounds pretty good. Like and then like she's saying she's making 150,000, no years of experience. He has a few years experience now and making 65K. Had a healthcare background. I think that can definitely help out as well. With you getting into tech, I feel like what's the word? Your people, making friends with people vibes is good. So your soft skills are probably good. Working in the, healthcare field or like customer service in general. And that can definitely help out with transferring that over to cyber. But yeah, I do like how they kind of start their own company. Oh, he started his own company, his own consulting firm. I think that's something that I could see myself doing in the future. And I can see maybe a lot of people now thinking about it. Like once you got a few years under your belt, and again, you don't mind, becoming a full-time business owner or XYZ, starting your own business is not necessarily bad. It's not necessarily bad. Maybe I might talk about this more maybe on my Financial Hawks channel, where I talk about more entrepreneurship more. But yeah. I think that's good. I think that's pretty reasonable salary. I don't think that's necessarily bad. And I can see more people getting into the consultant route of things. But she was on the GRC, and I believe, GRC definitely like less technical. She doesn't have a college degree, but you don't need that to get into cyber at all, or in tech in general. If you kind of either know your stuff or rank yourself up, going through the IT help desk route, knowing the right people, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, GRC, if I'm not mistaken, is like less technical versus other ones. But even still, 65 is great, especially for something that's not as technical, maybe as a software engineer or a cybersecurity engineer. Hey, that's good. That is good. And then, like, depending on where they stay too, man, that 65 can really go far. Now, maybe not as far like in New York, maybe because the cost of living is very high, but like in other places, man, yeah, you can definitely do something for sure. And let's go ahead and play this last one right here. Defense analysts. I'm definitely intrigued to see what they're going to say on this. Let's go ahead and put this bigger and let's start.
I am a defense analyst with the DoD, so I'm a contractor.
Contractor. How long have you been doing that?
For about 5 years now. Yeah, I'm coming up on 6 years now. So
Nice. And what's your educational background? Do you have like a relevant degree? Did it help you?
yeah, so I was a poli-sci major for undergrad, and then for my master's degree, I did global security. So it's all kind of it all tracks the same.
Yeah. So political science is not a bad degree to get.
Very good degree to go to.
Very
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
How much do you make?
So I make about 125
I
per
love
year.
that.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
do you feel well compensated?
I do. I very much love the company that I'm working with, and I do like my job a lot. So yeah.
I love that. What are the best and worst parts? Things you like, things you don't like?
The best parts, I would say that I get to write a lot because that's what I really like to do. Writing is like my big thing. The worst parts is that a lot of aspects of my job, like I can't really talk about,
Oh,
and there's like
yeah.
certain stuff where it's like, can I talk about that? Can I not? So
Yeah.
just having a clearance and like kind of working around that is probably the worst part.
Yeah, I'm sure. And there's like the risk. It's like taxes, we don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
What advice would you share with anyone who's interested in doing what you do? Anything that's helped you in your career so far?
Don't be afraid to change jobs frequently. Like, don't think, oh, I have to stay with this job for a year or 2 years. However, like change jobs frequently. And if you don't feel like you're being appreciated at your current job, don't be scared to go out and look for something else. That's definitely the biggest thing that I've learned in the last 6 years.
Okay, so yeah, that was definitely a lot. Now, the first thing from this I got was the political science. I've heard a lot of negative things about getting just a political science degree. Now, I'm glad it worked out for her. But like in any type of degree in general, just because it worked out for you did not necessarily mean it's gonna work out for everybody. I'm gonna just be straight up with that. Just because it might work out for one person or this person doesn't mean it's gonna work out for 95% of the other people. I might have to do another video, maybe seeing what type of jobs all these political science people are getting and their current salaries. I might have to do something like that. I remember taking political science in school, so that was funny there. 125,000. I can definitely see that being, legit. She's a defense analyst. The big thing I can see about that, being, I guess, legit would be first, she got, it's like she seemed like she is on her stuff. I like that a lot. She doesn't seem like she's kind of just random. Second, she is not afraid to apply to new jobs. See, like she said, after a year, you only have to wait a year or 2 years or 3 years, like applying to different jobs frequently, because you're going to begin paid more at another company versus, your current raise at your current company most of the time. I'm not going to say 100% of the time, but most of the time, if you're like, if you're moving up, I'm like, you're like a SOC analyst one at this company, you're applying to another job for a SOC analyst 2 position, and then you're applying to like a SOC analyst 3 in another company, yeah, your salary going to keep on increasing. So that's good that she is hitting that 125K mark right there. That's good. I feel like that's pretty legit. Again, I forgot kind of what she said about the pros and the cons. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of just play it back right here real quick and kind of just see like the middle part of this.
A lot of aspects of my job, like can't really talk about, and there's like certain stuff where like, can I talk about that? Can I not? So having a clearance and like kind of working around that is probably the worst part. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, having the clearance. Yeah, okay, good. So yeah, it's probably working the government, or maybe she said that, but yeah, the clearance thing. Yeah, I know she's for sure making money. You got a clearance, working in government. Yeah, you can really do good. And again, like there's jobs out here that if you don't have a clearance, you can't even get. So just for the fact that she has one, like she already guaranteed to be making bank dang near for the rest of her life. Dang near for the rest of her life. So that's good. Congratulations to all these people. Liking what I'm hearing on the salary, ranges and how they got to it. I'm liking that a lot. This actually feels more real for somebody saying, hey, I got 0 years of experience for a job. I'm making $500,000, saying you can do it too if you take my course.